Uh, I'll wait a minute. I'm gonna wait a minute. So then, at the same time as wait for the kings and queens to come in and watch, come in and check out this review I got cooked up. I'm going to be gathering my thoughts as well. I'm gonna be gathering my thoughts as well. Hmm. It's a it's a lot to get through. Going through the card, I didn't even know majority of the matches were happening because the matches that happened at Saturday night's main event. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know the card. I just knew that John Cena was retirement match was happening, uh, and that's it. Like, sad as that sounds, that's exactly what was being promoted was John Cena's last match. That was the big draw in for everything. And I think I'm gonna get started now since I think I want to make that's going to be like my last talking point. But like, you know, I, I'll give my thoughts on it. Hold on, this I'll give y'all just just about a few more seconds to dive in. Oh, this is going to get spicy. Probably. I don't know. It depends. Uh, because I am kind of tired. It's kind of late. It's a late-ish, little late, a little bit. But I'm up and it's up and it's up. But all right, before it gets way too late, before I get too tired, um, Saturday night's main event was good. Not not it was good. I watched it for I wanted to watch it for the spectacle of John Cena's last match because that's all that was got promoted. Didn't expect anything on the card because I didn't know what was going on, what matches was going to be on the card or anything of that nature. I didn't know anything. Hey, kings and queens and honored guests, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. That's my review after watching Saturday night's main event. John Cena's last match, his final hurrah. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? All right. So let's start off. Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi was a solid match, even with the DQ finish, because you knew it was coming. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you much for that. Um, yeah, it was a solid match, even with the DQ. Like, you had to have seen it coming that Drew McIntyre was going to get involved in the match. Like, come on, this is the same man. This is the same man that literally came to beat up CM Punk in his hometown just for the sake of like this man is a generational hater and is petty as heck. You don't think that he's going to show up and beat up Cody Rhodes? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Um, and you know what? The DQ finish is fine, and the reason why I say that, my opinion of it, is that it protects both Cody and Oba, and also gives Drew and Cody a little more fuel to the fire. And then, uh oh, What message is up for review? Oh shoot. Yes, I sure do. Appreciate it. Hello and hi, and how are you? I play I I play it more often than I should. But I play it though. What's another message? I'll show that. I'll show it. It don't matter. Boom. Favorite NXT. NXT is my favorite show, being honest. But I'm gonna try to get this review in. I'm gonna try to get this review in as much as possible. But yeah, NXT is my number one. Number two is SmackDown. Number three is anime. Like like I don't like Raw as much as as I want to, but I just don't. I don't like Raw. Oh, favorite movie? I got to pick one. I got to pick one favorite movie. Um, Favorite anime right now is One Piece. Love it, love it, love it. Been watching it since the Four Kids version. Since Four Kids dub, which was horrible. Now thinking about it, and then looking at who was doing it. Yeah, no, I've been watching it for a long time. But my favorite movie, if I honestly can think about, I like Equalizer. You know, being honest, I liked Super in the Tournament of Power. The Tournament of Power was interesting, but that's where I kind of kind of went away from it too. Yeah, Equalizer is dope. But I love Z. I watched Z. I watched every single episode of Dragon Ball Z. Crazy with my brothers and my family. That was our show. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, the Z Fighters. But yeah, oh man, rest in peace to that announcer though. And Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace to the goats. Animal. Animal. Favorite animal. Black bear. Love the bears. I love bears. Bears are cool. Bears are cool people. They're basically my spirit animal. All they do is eat. They don't bother nobody for real if you don't bother them, and sleep. Yeah, grizzly. Oh, you get grizzlies. Grizzlies are like not. You know what? I remember this show. It was man. It was a man versus beast. I think that's what it was called. Where they will compete, where people will compete against animals in like different competitions. It's a way old show that used to come on like I think like early 2000s used to come on. Who this? Who this call me baby? I don't know you. Hello though. Hi, how are you? Listen, I given that movie considerable thought, and then I was like, I don't think I don't think I should watch it. No, you okay? How you doing today? How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day, night, whatever the cycle is over where you're at. um, but I'm trying to do the review. And I'm getting questions. But yeah, no, I was. That's good. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Glad to hear it. But anyway, I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the review. All right, bye now. Uh, I have a dog. I do have a dog, little Chihuahua Terrier mix, Sophia. And I had a cat that passed away last week. Last week, passed away, old age. He was 18, like about 17, 18 years old. Yeah, he was an old man. He was an old man. Miss him a lot. Miss him a ton.
I don't know anybody who gonna eat these dates or these plums.
Ain't nobody gonna eat those, man.
Why did they have a bag of these dates eating them at that recycle?
But yeah, it's all right. We we miss him though. We miss him. But let me try to get this. Let me try to get the review in before. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm gonna try to do that. But yeah, I am sorry to hear about your dog. But yeah, the Oba versus Cody finished in a way that protected both wrestlers, and it was a safe bet that Drew McIntyre was going to get involved. It was a safe bet that was going to happen. The other match that happened, because again, I didn't know what was happening on the card, other than the fact that Cena was retiring in his, was having his last match. That's it. The rest of the card, I don't know. But let's see. The next matchup I'm going to talk about, I think AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Leon Slater and Javon Evans. What a wonderful, wonderful match. What a gift. And again, that's why I said that Saturday Night's Main Event was good. It was a good show. Actually, it absolutely was. It was a great show. Javon Evans and Leon Slater is a perfect mashing team and perfect against each other. It's like what we got with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. We see like they work good as a team and they work as opponents as well. They work well together. They have good chemistry. And AJ Styles and Dragon Lee won, which is like, not so much a shocking outcome, but it was an outcome that was to be expected. And I'm not mad at it because it was such a great match. It was a great match. So I ain't mad at that one. Sol Ruka versus Bayley has mixed emotions with me, right? Just mixed emotions, just slightly. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Sol Ruka and Bayley, mixed emotions just because I wanted either one to win. I wanted Bayley to win so then she can, have something, right? Have something. Give her Saturday Night's Main Event, right? But at the same time, Sol Ruka, that's her stepping closer and closer to that to Raw or SmackDown. And it also puts over the new talent. Oh, you too. Have a good night. Thank you for the sub and thank you for stopping by. Actually, thank you for the questions too. I appreciate it. I really do. Um, but Sol Ruka and Bailey ended the way that it's supposed to. But at the same time, like it's conflicting because I want the new generation to get that boost up from like, basically that boost up from the older generation. But at the same time, I wanted Bailey to win. Like, it's conflicting. But all in all, a fantastic match between the two. A fantastic match. And I'm glad Lyra and Zarya wasn't, involved into the match at all. I'm glad that they weren't involved. But, considering how the writing has been going lately, I would venture a guess that we're probably going to get Zarya versus Lyra down the line somewhere. But either ways, yeah, Sol Ruka picking up the win. Loved it, and it was by roll up, which I don't particularly love at all, but at the same time, I mean, Sol Ruka won though. So yeah, like, we got that match. We had a special segment with The Miz, R-Truth, and Joe Hendry, which again is a passing of the torch to the young, to the newest signee, one of the younger, newer talents coming in Joe Hendry, which is fantastic to see. They had a little fun segment, a little in honor of John Cena as well, which is bravo on their part for doing that. Like I'm neither here nor there about it. I'm not going to rate that at all. It was just put on there for that particular reason. That's all. It wasn't supposed to be anything grandiose or nothing like that. But then we get to the main event, the talking point that I wanted to get to in the first place. John Cena versus Gunther in John Cena's farewell match. Hoy, okay. His retirement match. I don't want to do like a big old analysis of his entire retirement tour, because I want to just say that everything was, could I say everything was rushed? Right? As because the date was right there, the date was within that year. And then all the storylines y'all wanted to do with John Cena turning heel, and you wanted that to go on long. It wasn't what it was at the end of the day. Just some things just left unanswered and kind of just, it did leave a bad taste in my mouth. But we're not talking about that. We're going to talk about the match itself. John Cena versus Gunther was a incredible match. What a way for John Cena to go. And the end result was John Cena tapping out. Now I'm gonna do something real quick. I know everybody is upset that John Cena lost. I know. I feel you. You will want your favorite. You want your favorite guy. You will want a legend to go out in a big way. And what better way for that way to be than with a win under their belt, right? With a big win, and you retire, you leave. But let's see if the final opponent was someone like The Miz. I could see John Cena winning in that. it will make sense for John Cena to win that one. If he went up against Rey Mysterio, I could see him winning that one. Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler. If he had his final match against any of those people, heck, even Brock Lesnar, finally be able to conquer the beast, right? When he leaves. Cool, yeah, that'd be fantastic. But I hate that I even spoke his name on this at all. But we got the Ring General Gunther fighting against John Cena. Gunther is the future of the business. John Cena is the past. John Cena makes sure to get the young new talent over in his matches. Look what he did for Rusev. Look what he did for Alberto Del Rio. Look what he did, for many of the younger talents. Look what he did with Sheamus when he debuted. Look what John Cena did for so many of the younger talents looking into getting that main event spot. He put them over, by losing. He put them over by losing. But then I want to go in a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go in deeper, right? And this is just my little head canon. This is a callback. This loss is a callback to his debut, where he lost to Kurt Angle. He loses his first match and loses his final match. It just comes in full circle. Losing to someone with intensity, integrity, and stuff like that, losing to somebody of high caliber again, during his time it was Kurt Angle, and now during this generation it's Gunther, who holds that standard of being like the wrestler, the guy to go to for wrestling. That's just the story that I would believe was being told there. Is that John Cena walked in with a loss, walked out with a loss. I think it just all comes back full circle. That's my honest opinion. That's just how I see it. And I know a lot of people don't see it like that. Like, oh my God, John Cena losing during his retirement match, losing to, he lost during his retirement match. Do you think John Cena would want to win knowing the damage it could do to Gunther's mystique? He had to rebuild it. Again, during this tournament, he had to rebuild himself during this tournament. So what do you honestly think losing to John Cena is going to give him any credibility? No, it doesn't help. And that's why V's booking, when it comes to legends burying the younger talent, didn't quite work out so well. Goldberg beating Dolph Ziggler doesn't make sense to me. Still didn't. Still doesn't to this day make any sense to me why Goldberg is beating Dolph Ziggler in anything. Why the older talent just did not want why didn't he want the older talent to lose to younger talent? Beyond me. At the end of the day, it did not help them. It put them in a screwy type of situation. But John Cena versus Gunther ended in a way that was kind of poetic. Was kind of poetic. I think it's poetic. Where he comes in losing but never giving up. But he tapped out and y'all took that as him giving up. Maybe he needed to. Just maybe he needed to give up this one time. That could also be like very poetic in that way, in a sense, where the man that never gave up finally gives up because he knows that the company is in good hands with the talent that is in the ring right now, with the talent that is on their way to making Raw, SmackDown better, about to elevate WWE. And that's why he gave up, quote unquote, gave up, because he doesn't need it anymore. He's finished. He's done. He passed it on to basically, he basically passed it on. Why would you? He basically passed it on. He gave it to, you know, he gave it to Gunther to carry the, to carry the brand, to carry the torch.
So what you like to know? That's the one
And you know, but at the end of the day,
that's not being a kid. That's just having common sense.
At the end of the day, I think that this retirement, like I think this final match was a good way for it to end. The middle of it is a whole nother question entirely. That was a whole nother thing. That was chaotic as all get out. And I don't even want to say chaotic. I want to say it was a fumble. It was a fumble. You know what? The ball was greasy and nobody knew how to hold on to the ball. And it just kept on fumbling. And somebody else saying fumble, 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 fumble. It was all over the place and nobody knew an answer to it. And we still, in the final, like, I don't want to talk about John Cena's retirement tour, but we still did not get the final boss showing up at all. We did not get The Rock showing up at all. Just a complete drop of the freaking whole story, which was disappointing. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Final rating I could give Saturday Night's Main Event. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Right? I think, you know what? I think it deserves a little bit higher. I think it deserves a 3.5 out of 5 because matches were fire. Matches were absolutely fire. I enjoyed every single match. I could understand, right? I could understand. Like, the only reason I'm giving it 3.5 and not a 4 or a 5, because hear me out, I was conflicted on Bailey and Sol Ruka, right? Like, I was completely conflicted on them. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee winning was like natural, right? Supposedly happened. I want that to happen. Cool. Cody versus Oba ending in DQ. That was a little bit touchy, but then I understood it. Safety of both wrestlers, safety of Cody and protecting Cody and Oba to not make them feel like they're weak. Is this Drew McIntyre being Drew McIntyre at the end of the day? It's Drew being Drew. Like, that he was going to get involved. Like, come on, it's Drew McIntyre. This dude literally trolls people for a living. Do you not think that he was going to show up? But anyway, yeah. Actually, you know what? Bumped it up. 4 out of 5. Because I enjoyed the show. I actually did. I enjoyed the matches. Uh like I said, the confliction of Sol Ruka and Bailey was the one thing that I was just like, I kind of wanted Bailey to win, but I want Sol Ruka to win, but I want Bailey to win. But then the roll up finish kind of was like, no. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was my short review. Well, long review. That was my review of Saturday Night's Main Event. Kings and Queens and not a guest. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I appreciate y'all so much for stopping by, listening to me ramble, answering y'all questions and whatnot. I believe I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do these lives more often. Because I feel like going live is much more engaging than just having this pre-made video. Like, yeah, so again, Kings and Queens, I'm the guest. Thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate it so much. Thank y'all for the subs and the likes too. I appreciate that greatly. Until next time, y'all. If another WWE pay-per-view comes to light and I watch it, I'm gonna do a review right after the show goes off. So be on the lookout for that, especially NXT pay-per-views, because that's where most of my attention is. So be prepared. Anyway, hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all in the next one for sure. Peace, and I love y'all. Peace.